You're trying to find morale victories, Shelton. You can't ever face the facts. We're on the downhill slope of things. Blah 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 blah. Hear me out, okay? Again, a lot of stock here in one kid. That's number one. Number two, if we go look at who just won the national championship, okay? I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the quarterback that was playing for them was a walk-on, okay? Now, the rest of the team is absolutely nasty, so I'm not trying to say, like, hey, we could go win with a walk right now. Florida could, because obviously that's not the case. I was taking a look earlier back. If you go look at Florida's history over the last, since 2008, basically, our biggest downfall has been quarterback. Outside of Trask and Will Grier, we haven't really had a guy. Jeff Driscoll never really panned out to be that guy. Felipe never panned out to be that guy. Emory Jones didn't pan out to be that guy. Anthony Richardson wasn't here enough to figure out whether or not he was going to be that guy. So either we have done a horrible job in recruiting quarterbacks, one, a horrible job in developing quarterbacks, two, or we just can't seem to figure that position out, which kind of is a combination of the first two. Here's my other part. If you go look at the last, and I was a little blind to this, okay? As a Gator fan, I think I've forgot about it because, I mean, you don't want to think about it or remember it. But if you go back and look over the last decade, go back to 2010. Go look what Georgia's been able to do since 2010, even with Mark Richt there, and go look what Florida's been able to do since 2010. I don't believe Georgia, I believe, has not had a losing season since 2010, maybe even 11. Florida's had a 4-8 season and a 5-7 season in that time span, and 6-7 this year and last year. Florida is not what we think that it has been in a very long time. And this isn't me being negative. This isn't me roasting or trying to bash Florida. This is me being realistic. This is me understanding, like, hey, guys, we have not had the greatest run over the last decade of coaches, of player developments, all these things. And so we expect to have things flipped right around. What are we comparing it to? When Jim McElwain came in, he had a 10-4 season and then went down year and year after that and obviously was dismissed. Muschamp had a great second season and then slowly declined year after year after year after that. Dan Mullen came in, had an okay year, had a great year, that great year with Kyle Trask, and then a declining year after that. Okay? So what are we basing this off of? 2006 with Urban Meyer? It ain't that time no more, big boy. We're in a different world. And while we have been struggling and going from coach to coach to coach, Georgia's had two coaches in the last 20 years. Mark Richt and now Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart, who is a dog through and through, an alum who bleeds black and red. Number one, okay? Understands the culture, understands the passion, understands what winning is all about. You had that guy come in and able to build a system, able to build an incredible program while us, Florida, was in shambles. While us, Florida, was flopping from coach to coach, from quarterback to quarterback, calling for heads from this quarterback to this quarterback, from this coach to this coach. And because we as Gator fans think that it's 1996 still or 2006 and think that, because we're the Florida Gators, that we should just be winning, and ignoring the fact that we haven't slowed down to build a culture, to build an incredible program, to be bought in, to find a guy that's going to build from the ground up. This is what's going to happen. Go look at that game last night, okay? Here's two things that I felt watching that game. Okay? Number one, fuck. Okay? Scared as shit. Scared as shit of, like, what the hell is going on down there in Athens, Georgia. Okay? Facts. Number two, I was fired the fuck up. Okay? And here's why I'm fired up. Because this is what being a fan is all about. And I'm in Daddy Chill. I'm in the Kirby camp. I don't even know where I'm at anymore, but let's just buckle the hell up here, okay? I'm excited because this is what being a fan is about. It's going through the dark shit. It's going through the bottom of the barrel. It's dealing with this. It's fighting through this drama that we've got going on today. And then in 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, when we've made it and we're winning, my goodness, that piece of cake is going to taste delicious. But that doesn't mean you can just sit here and quit when it's dog shit. That's easy to do. Everybody can quit when it sucks. You know what's funny is there was a video that went around for Prince Umley. Oh, I can't say his last name. Our lineman for the Gators. You guys know what I'm talking about. That video of him basically quitting on a play. Somebody retweeted it and go, why do we have somebody like this on the team? This guy's quitting. That same person was probably tweeting today, go, I'm not going to be a Gator fan for the next 2 or 3 years. So you're going to go ahead and quit when times get tough, but then criticize somebody else? No, don't work like that, big guy. If you claim that you're a Gator fan, we got to deal with this through thick and thin. So we can be critics here. We can be frustrated, and we should be frustrated. We should be damn hell pissed off because with this Jaden Rashada situation, no matter what ends up happening, it is what it is. We move on. We continue to build brick by brick, day by day. I'm not going to lose sleep over it and freak out like everybody is. What the frustrating part is that it keeps happening. The frustrating and annoying part is that we are a $1 billion organization and we can't get our shit together, and we are the laughing stock of the SEC at this very moment. It's fact. And it's frustrating. It's embarrassing. It is what it is, but this is the family that we chose, and that's what we got to live with. And we got to work our way through this.